ideal. Using teamwork is just damaging an enemy, but someone else gets the kill. Whatever.
Team deathmatch.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing more of this game's campaign. I'm gonna try to complete all the campaigns of the Modern Warfare series. Although I have to refine Modern Warfare 3 because I ended up just getting rid of one of my. I ended up somehow acquiring 3 different copies over the years. Yeah, I really don't know how I acquired 3 copies since the game came up, but I somehow managed to acquire 3 different copies, and I only bought one of them. The other ones were given me by other. Oh, I remember now. One of my friends, he bought the game, thought it was complete and utter. Actually, I don't think I actually bought any of them. One friend gave me his game because he thought it was horrible. Another friend of mine, he got into trouble because he wasn't supposed to. His parents told him he couldn't buy that game for whatever reason. I probably should have shot him in the head. I don't know why I didn't try. Yeah, no, he got in trouble because his parents didn't want him to buy the game. So he ended up, so he told his parents that he didn't buy it, that he was just borrowing it from me. So they came and gave it to me, which is kind of just a random. Yeah, it was they came and gave it to me, and they told me I should never loan this to him again. So I still loaned it to him. Because I just handed it back to him later, when a little while later. I just gave him a different box for it. I gave him a Tony Hawk box, I think, or something. I don't remember. Then his parents caught him again, and they pretty much gave it to him, and said he can never, never anything else. I'm not going that way. I'm fucking stupid. Great. That guy's dead. Yeah. Anyways, so that's how I ended up acquiring that. Is they wouldn't they gave it to him and they said if I ever catch you with it again, blah blah blah, trouble. And the third copy, I honestly have no clue how I got a hold of it. I think somebody maybe gave it to my brother or something, and then my brother gave it to me. I really don't know. It's kind of a random circumstance. But the thing is, I don't know where any of those games are because I ended up getting rid of all of them because I didn't like any of them. I remember I specifically actually blew one up just for fun. I attached a bunch of I attacked a bunch of like M80s and other firecrackers, very powerful firecrackers and stuff to it. And I poured a ton of gasoline. I poured about a cup's worth of gasoline on it. What the heck? Man, I poured about a cup's worth of gasoline on the darn thing. Got both of them, cool. See, there's a third one. No? Okay, good. Yeah, I poured about a cup's worth of gasoline on it, and I lit that sucker on fire with a Pop-Tart. As in, I also threw a Pop-Tart on. I lit a Pop-Tart on fire, and then threw it onto that. Yeah, no, that's kind of the most random way to destroy, light that on fire. But hey, that's what I went with. It was fun, totally worth it. Unfortunately, the Pop-Tart was not edible afterwards. Yeah. I figured it should have. It only makes sense to me because I threw it onto a gas fire with Modern Warfare 3 on it. The gas fire, acceptable. You could eat it after a gas fire. No, not really. That would probably be a very stupid idea. Don't listen to me on that one. But the Modern Warfare 3 definitely just kills the flavor. It adds pain and suffering. The other one I ended up just throwing away because I didn't need it, and I just kind of had to. I didn't want it. I somehow managed to find a third copy, and then the third one I kept for a while, and then I lost it while I was moving back from IU. Oh crap, lag. Yeah, I lost it when I moved back from IU Bloomington. You know where that is. I went to there for about a year and completely flunked out. It was horrible. I was a lazy motherfucker. But yeah, that's what ended up happening. So that's what happened to all 3 of my copies. I don't know what happened to my one there. Also, my brother ended up with 2 copies as well. I don't know what happened to his copies. I think he has one still. But yeah, it's just the whole situation. I've gotten so many copies of that game, it's just horrible. It's not worth it. It's a bad destructive game. The only part about that game I liked at all, 100% only part I liked about that game was the, the part I liked about the game at all was the Spec Ops system, how they did that. Yeah, I liked how they did that. That was cool to me. That was fun. That was interesting. You had to, like, go on those, like, survival missions. You pretty much just survived as long as you could, and I liked how they made Terminal a free to download map. Now, a lot of people don't know this because, you know, obviously the game was bad. People gave up playing it. Which, you know, it could have been, you know, potentially had been, you know, it could have really been a really cool game. The problem is they just screwed themselves over. Well, not them directly. Activision didn't necessarily do anything bad to screw itself over. It was more or less, I mean, not Infinity Ward, Activision fucked themselves over. Because they made the, because they kind of set up, they kind of had a big fight between Activision and Infinity Ward over who gets the rights to future modern games. When Black Ops 1 came out, because they considered it within their property according to some agreement they made a while back beforehand. And as a result, Activision, who was their boss, basically fired a whole bunch of people in Infinity Ward because they could. They supply the paychecks, they can fire people. And then Activision had to take on Sledgehammer to help make their games properly, and it was just a whole mess. They kind of just mosh pit the game. They kind of just made the game in like a short time period, very short time period, and they just couldn't do anything with it. And then on top of that, they went with, you know, higher speed kills because people were complaining about in Black Ops 1 that the speed of kills was pretty darn low. That's what people complained about. So they made it so it was ridiculously easy to kill things in MW3. That's kind of why it went bad.